Hi guys, welcome to Web Development Tutorials Part 5. Before we start Part 5, let's do a little recap of what we did in Part 4. In Part 4, we designed a basic navigation bar that the users can use to navigate between one page to another on our website. In Part 5, we'll focus on a footer. We designed a basic footer that will display some basic information to the users. Let's dive into today's tutorial. I'll open my browser for you to appreciate what we want to design. By the end of this tutorial, we want to design something like this, the footer here, which will have about us information, the quick links and contacts. The whole page will look like this. In Part 4, we did the navigation bar that you can see on top here. So Part 5 will focus on this footer. I'll go to my project folder, WAMP, where the school website. I'll open the school website folder and I'll open my index.html folder so that we can start writing our tags there to come up with the footer. So for us to come up with a footer, we'll put the footer at the bottom. We tries the Bootstrap classes as well. So I'll say footer. Before I forget, let me just close this footer. Okay. Then the footer, I'll utilize the class footer, which you can appreciate in the Bootstrap CSS folder. After opening the footer tag, I want to place the context in the container so that they shouldn't hug the walls of the page. So I'll open my div here. My div is a class. Then I'll close the div before I forget. Right, so this div will be container. Okay, be container. Now let's go back to the browser. You can see, so we can define a row here which will take about 4 columns. The first column, the other one will take 4 as well, the other one will take 4. So I'll define my row div here so that it should contain the columns. So div class, I'll close that div if I forgot. Then I say this row. Then after defining that row, we have to define our columns. So I'll say div class I'll close that. So now this is called, if it's on light screen, take about 4. We won't finish about the small screen and ABCD, but for now let's just use the light screen. So for us, we have to divide this to 3 columns. So that's the second one. I just copied and paste, copy paste. All right, let's just give some space here. So this means that the first column, which will take about 4 columns, will take the about us content. We'll take about the about us content. The second 4 columns will take about the quick links, then the contact. So now that we have defined our columns, let's put the actual content in there. I'll start with a header. I'll give it a H4. Inside the header, I'll write about us. That will be our heading. About us. I'll save. Then I'll open localhost. Then I'll open school website. Okay. All right. I think the text here now, since it's white and white, we can see. Now I have to change the background for this. Let me go back to the browser. Then on the footer, I'll add another class for the background so that we should have a different background. So I'll call it secondary. It should look a bit grayish. BG secondary. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so now we have the about us header. I'll now put the paragraph there to explain about us, the brief information. So let me just copy what we have here so that I shouldn't type. So I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this text, then paste it there. You can write whatever you want there. I'll just break this. Should be visible. Good practice. I'll go back to the browser. I'll refresh. Yeah. There we go. We have some information there about us. Now the second thing, if you can see from this site, we want to have the quick links and the contacts page. So I'll do the same and put the quick links here and the contacts the other side. I'll go back to the text editor. I'll open another h4 tag and close the h4 tag. Let's have to move one. Yeah. Then this will be quick links. All right. In quick links, we have to put the actual links there. Then I'll say another list, close another list. Then I'll display the list, and I'll say close list. Then within the list, I'll define the anchor tag, href, where we're referencing this, and I'll close that. Then I'll say about us. That will be our link about us. The link will take us nowhere. I'll just put them like we did in part 4. I'll give this a class nav item. Nav item. The anchor tag will have a class of nav link. Nav link. Let's go back to our browser and see what we have so far. Okay, there we go. We have our first link about us, quick links. So far so good. Let's add more links. We had about 3 links, so I'll copy this and paste there to save time. I'll save that. Then the other link, we said it's admission. The other one was gallery. Okay, I'll refresh. Okay, we have our 3 links, but if you go to this, the design that we want, our links, the text for our links are in white and they don't have those bullets. So how can we remove those bullets? Let's go back to our text editor. Within an ordered list tag, I'll say style, or define an inline style that will remove the bullets. So say list style type. I'll say this equal to 9 so that it shouldn't have any style. Go back to the browser. Bang. The bullets are gone. But now I want this text to be white as well because it's not blending in well with the background, with the gray background. So for us to do that, within the link tag, I'll just add another class which will say text white, so that you should change all text to white. The same here. Text white. This one as well, text white. Okay. Bang. We have our text white. Okay. If you can go back to, okay. Oh, we refreshed our model as well. How bad. Okay. Never mind. Still continue. So now what's remaining is our contacts page. For us to do that, we'll go to the last div where we'll define our h4, close h4, close our h4, then we say contact us. So within the contact us, I'll just put a paragraph there. Let's put a paragraph there, close the paragraph. Then I'll say Visual School, then I'll break this so that we should take to should start printing on another line. Then on another line I'll say PO Box, no space there, PO Box Internet. Yeah, everything will be done on the internet. So say PO Box Internet. Then we'll just put it, the website there for training school, video school. This link doesn't exist, it's just an example. If you go to the browser, you find that this domain name doesn't exist. So it's www.videoschools.com. Let me go and refresh from this site. Bang. We have our contacts. But if you can see, these titles are very close to the edge where we're starting our footer. So we need to do some padding so that it should the text should go a little bit down to give some space there. So for us to do that, on our row here, I'll just define another inline CSS. I'll say padding top. Let me pad by 20 pixels. So what this line is doing is giving some padding, some cushion to the top bar by 20 pixels. Bang. At least now with 20 pixels, the text is looking better. Now, this is exactly what we wanted to achieve. So this is a basic footer that you can use. You can put different things on it, you know, footer credits like designer developed by ABCD, whatnot. You can do that, or you can put any content that you want on the footer. So far so good. That means we've done our navigation, we've done our footer. And then the next step, I think in part 6, we'll look how can we put sliding images, sliding banners on our school website. So in part 6, we'll look into putting sliding banners on our website. Alright, remember to practice. We say code starts here, but with theory only, things can work. Do your homework, try and come up with a basic footer as well on your own. See you in part 6.